got to start getting very curious about what those beliefs that shape us are. There is one surefire way to find them and break through them: when you feel discomfort. It turns out that fear of some kind of discomfort, pain, anxiousness, embarrassment, you know those feelings. Well, that is the biggest inhibitor of growth. And it makes sense why, right? The natural human response to discomfort is to move away from it, to avoid it, which, from an evolutionary standpoint, genius. Avoid the things that are dangerous and we survive. But we've also evolved to feel discomfort during periods of perceived stress. You know, your life is not at risk from discomfort these days. That discomfort today, well, that's telling you something else. It's raising a flag to say, hey, right here is a belief that doesn't line up with the results that you want. And by hunting that discomfort, we can change that. There are things that make us uncomfortable everywhere, at least when we start looking for them, right? We're going to do something that might make you a little uncomfortable right now, but just stick with me. It'll be worth it, I promise. So it could be anything that makes you uncomfortable, but for today, think about one thing that makes you uncomfortable at work. Could be giving coworkers news they might not want to hear. Inviting in a technology provider that's automated part of your business. Starting to run part of your business online. I mean, you kind of get the idea. Here's what you're doing. You're identifying your discomfort. Where you get stopped, and for some of you it's easy. For some of you it's hard. Some of you are still thinking about it, and no problem. It's not natural to identify what makes us personally uncomfortable. So I commend you for that. But now we take the next step. Hunt that discomfort. Hunt the anxiousness. Hunt the fear. Hunt the embarrassment. Go after it every time you can and embrace that discomfort. When we embrace discomfort versus run from it, something very interesting happens. The body's sympathetic nervous system, well, it uses that stress differently. Sure, the heart races, blood surges, adrenaline courses through our veins. Most importantly, new connections are made right here in the brain. It's the biological equivalent of opening up the throttle on an engine, and it's why, under conditions of extreme competition, typical discomfort, athletes can improve by as much as 12% above where they train. And guess what? Every time you embrace discomfort, you're growing your capacity to handle discomfort anywhere. It's a muscle you'll build over time. It's just like going to the gym. Now, companies have recognized this. Groups like Nixon McKine's, an agency out of Boston, they've created what's called the Church of Fail, weekly celebrating their failures to better acclimate to discomfort. Tata, the Indian automotive company, well, they've gone about it a little differently. They said, every year we're going to have a big award for the person that failed the biggest. Awarding the biggest failures. Now that calls them into the potential embarrassment of failure. And you today with SpartanNash, I mean, you embody some of this already. One of the core values is to drive ourselves and each other to challenge convention. And truly challenging convention is hunting discomfort. And you can lean into that. People ask me, Sterling, why do you do all these adventure sports? Skydive, trek the Sahara, whatever it is. That is why. Every time I meet discomfort, I'm growing my ability to deal with it. And so can you. No matter how fast, how different the world becomes, no matter how much disruption, innovation, instability occurs, no matter what, you'll be ready to deal with it.